Elara continued her journey. As she traveled from town to town, she found herself thinking about the meals she had enjoyed at the Silver Leaf. Inspired by the innkeeper's words, she began to pay more attention to the food she encountered along the way. In each village, Elara sought out the local cooks and bakers, watching how they prepared their dishes. She noticed the pride in their eyes as they worked, the careful attention to detail, and the way they infused their food with care, no matter how simple the ingredients. One evening, in a remote mountain village, Elara found herself staying in a humble inn. The innkeeper, a young woman named Anya, was struggling to keep her business afloat. The meals were bland and unremarkable, a reflection of the innkeeper's waning hope. Elara could see the worry etched on Anya's face and decided to offer her help. Elara told Anya about the silver leaf and the magic of the silver salver. She shared the story of the spoon, explaining how it wasn't the silver that made the food special, but the love and care put into preparing it. Anya listened intently, her eyes widening with curiosity. She hesitated, but then, with Elara's encouragement, she agreed to try something new. That night, they worked together in the small kitchen, using simple ingredients that Anya had on hand. As they cooked, Elara showed Anya how to approach each dish with intention, focusing on the flavors, the textures, and the warmth she wanted to bring to her guests. When the meal was ready, Elara placed it on the inn's plain wooden serving tray, and they brought it out to the few guests staying at the inn. To everyone's surprise, the food was transformed. The guests marveled at the flavors, savoring each bite as if it were a feast fit for royalty. Word of Anya's newfound culinary skills spread quickly through the village. Soon, more travelers came to stay at her inn, eager to taste the food that had become known as magic on a plate. Anya's inn began to thrive, and with it, her spirits lifted. Before Elara left, she gifted Anya the silver spoon. "This is for you," she said. A reminder that the magic isn't in the spoon or the tray. It's in you. Elara continued her journey, visiting many more villages and towns, sharing the story of the silver salver and the power of love in food. As she did, she began to realize that her own happiness was growing. She had found a purpose in helping others rediscover the joy of cooking and the connections it could create. Years later, Elara returned to the Silver Leaf. She was greeted by Mira, who welcomed her like an old friend. They sat by the fire, sharing stories of Elara's travels and the people she had helped along the way. As they dined together, Elara realized that she had found a home, not in any one place, but in the hearts of those she had touched. And so, the story of the silver salver continued to spread, carried by Elara and all those who believed in the magic of a meal prepared with love.